Okay, welcome to episode 31 of the 248k mod run on a ribbon with a grid that's too small, and the grid that's too small made all the plumbing for this really quite a mess. I think I've ended up with a thing that will get enough fluid through, but we end up having tanks over here, which is the ones where the station's going to be, which isn't there yet, but never mind, and then more tanks over here, just so that we can pump this fluid out to try and get as much stuff out as possible, because each of these guys does, 100 steam a second. A pump will do, depending on how many pumps you have and how close and all that kind of stuff, 1,000 to 1,500, which means this bank here, or even like this bank here, of 18 heat exchangers, that's going to take a lot of effort. Like, we'll have to we have to line all this stuff up, make it work, and then check that it's actually running. And also, I don't have 120 heat exchangers here, I have 104, which means I'm not even pulling all of the heat out that these reactors are making, and it's going to build up in the heat pipes. But I think all of this I'm kind of fine with. Yeah, all of these things still need to be properly plugged in as well, because also between the neighborhood bonus and the thorium fuel being just a thing I've got a lot of now, it's pretty fine. How bots are waiting on, I'm pretty sure I automated heat pipes. I did. Maybe I just didn't set the chest limit. Oh well, they'll keep building those things, because we've also not even done this yet. We need to properly fit in a bunch more pipes. A bunch more of these guys, so that we can actually have all the fluids we want. And yeah, there's a lot I'm unhappy about this kind of pipes mess. I think, yeah, I don't. Grumble. There's are these going even powered? Where are we going? Are we leaving the concrete there? Yeah. So we don't yet, but we'll have water in these tanks. These tanks will contain enough water to get one full thorium cycle through this power plant. The pump throughput is a major issue. It turns out there's even some of these lines down here don't even go into the tanks. They just pump from these pumps, and then it's spilling over into the other grid, and it's all a bit of a mess. And yeah, there's things like, okay, let's not do that in that view, because we don't have the night vision goggles in map view. There's things like these two lanes here are sharing an input, but on the other side they're not sharing an input. They're all just pumping straight out, and this yeah. I think the one consolation mitigation is that there is fusion energy. Somewhere there's some way to get fusion energy. So I don't think this is going to be my last power plant, which is good, because it's a mess. We are almost out of tech though, so let's queue up some random other things that we might need. But then almost everything else is either using yellow, which we haven't automated yet, or the beacon science that we also haven't automated yet. So we're close to running out of tech as well. Yeah, let's go and plug in the rest of these things so that everyone gets the water they need. Because some of these, yeah, then we also have to fuel the thing, so I'm not super worried about it not having water yet. Yeah, so I think I wanted to do this differently, didn't I? I think I wanted to have this one here, so that this could go underneath here. Because I've got this line here which needs stuff. Is the concrete even staying? I mean, I don't think I need that much concrete, so I can probably just, yeah, because if that's like that, then I can get more pipes through here. This one we can just run off like that. This one will not go there, but if we extend this further, it will go here. This, yeah, and then should I have more pumps up here? Yeah, there's probably things I dislike. Things that I would have done differently if I had a lake that I could just landfill and drop this thing in the middle of a lake and just have offshore pumps directly by the heat exchangers. But that is not the world we ended up in. Do I have a bit more of this stuff that I can put over here? Like, if we tidy that up, we can get two of these things here and have this one there. So I guess we're doing that. And is this... Question is this all of the water that I need? And the answer is no, it's another one over here, because of course there is. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully that's all of the water I need, but these guys are going to kind of fill up from several sources anyway. I don't even know that... I don't... Yeah, because I'm kind of caching a load of water here, I kind of don't even mind if these pumps don't fill this quickly enough. The one I'm concerned about is getting the water out, which is also still a mess. So I think that's... You do have water, and this one also has water. Okay, so do all these guys have water? Looks like most of them have water, which is nice. Okay. Stage 2 of this is going to be getting some thorium fuel, of which we probably have a lot by now. Where is the thorium? Thorium is here. And yeah, oh, we need a train station here as well, don't I? Which I don't actually have. And is that one of the things that bots are? Bots are complaining about not needing. Oh, we get needing. And then, yeah, because I wanted turbines here as well. Like the rest of the plan that's not set up yet, is I kind of need turbines in here and over here. And in fact, this whole train station I would rather was not here. In fact, yeah, take the radar as well. Can that fit in? The radar can't, and then these signals need to not be here. But other than that, yeah, that'll actually work. Then if these guys are not in the way anymore, then we can set this from speeds back to efficiencies, because we don't really care about all of that. How much of this stuff do we have? We probably have... Oh yeah, we've got a lot of this. Let's take half of each of those. These guys are still ticking along nicely. The crystals are backed up. Continued concerns, it's fine. Where's my reactor? Over here is my reactor. Yeah, because... Where is... Yes, it's where I'm going. It's over here. Yeah, this thing kind of needs to not be here anymore if we're going to use this space for exchanges. So I think we do all of that. We then get rid of that station because we already have... Yeah, we have all of these things over here. And then... we can just... Can we just... Yeah, we still got... I guess we got to go around like that, don't we? If that goes on the outside, then this one can go on the inside. And we can have train station stuff. There and there and then. This, I mean, this doesn't... This station here quite specifically does not need to be good. That one in particular is pretty bad. Because it's only going to be here as long as this coal is here. And the whole point is, this is nearly done. Yeah, so things I like about the setup, there's a little notch in the steam pipes here so I can run into the middle. Oh, other things we haven't done. We kind of need to... These are the input ones? Yes. Yes, but then we also need to tie these input ones to one of these tanks, which is going to be not this tank because it doesn't reach. Here and then there, yeah. Because we only want these to run if we've got less than, let's say, yeah, I've got to think about these limits again, don't I? 200,000 steam? Sure. And then, similarly, oh, this is going to be interesting. Is it, can I get... Yes, good. Because I kind of need to do this setup over here as well. Yeah, so... Actually, let's check the limits on these other things as well, because this is all going to be a bit of a mess. Yeah, all of that... Yeah, so this is... If I have heat exchangers over here and heat exchangers over here, can you just go... Oh, because this one doesn't have coal because the thing is shut off yet. Okay, whatever. You can just do that for a while, it's fine. Yeah, we've got steam turning up over here, but then because most of the steam is ending up over here, but we're also going to have mostly turbines in both of these places. There's an overflow here, which I think wants to run if this is more than, say, 150. Yeah. So we've got kind of an overflow of steam if... And these things probably will have more than 150. And then the overflow also ends up throttled in here if we have steam less... Yeah, this is the one that we're going to do... Yeah, we're going to swap that around from what I had set up before, but this is still going to be a mess. And then don't get hit by a train. And then these guys are... If that one is less than 200, I mean, yeah, whatever. We're just gonna set this up and still have this be a mess, and then not really worry about things, because all this has to do is run for long enough to get us to logistics box for requests for these, so I don't have to be hand fueling these things all the time, and then also to get us to fusion power, which I think is also yellow tech. So yeah, so these guys, I don't actually want to... Actually, the first thing to do is to check how quickly these temperatures are going up, because these guys with their huge neighborhood bonuses are doing a lot of work. And also, yeah, let's give them 3, and that'll let us... there's not actually space to get through yet. Through not there. Here's where we're going to go. Yeah, that should give us enough time to see whether or not stuff is building up in the heat pipes, and in that time we can look at here whether or not... what do I need? I guess I don't need those. Do I need... I guess I don't need those either. I definitely don't need those, because I wanted to figure out where my turbines can go. Because we're pumping out of these things. I guess we start in the middle. Like, if I have... That lines up pretty nicely, doesn't it? Like, these things still have to be... In fact, these ones could be back a bit. Oh yeah, took pipes off the menu as well. How many of these things? These consume 60 a second, which is the same as a boiler, which means I can have like 20 per pump, which is more than I'm going to fit in here, so that's fine. Overall, I want to get about... Yeah, I want to get about 80 of these things in here if I can, so then I can have another 80 in here. And I mean, the fact that this grid is also larger, so that's going to be a different issue as well. But sure, isn't even... I want to be doing blue chip stuff today, but we're not doing that. Not doing that yet, I guess. Wait, if I can have that many, then can I just have... Because this setup here, if I can make this work, let's have, yeah, other power poles. Cool. Changing my mind about what I need on the... Yeah, because if I do that... This thing here is a pretty nice block that we can put on that side, and now we've got... okay, it was on the inside of one. Yeah, let's keep them lined up with the other poles for no particular reason, but they're all powered, which means now I can go... We can do that, and then we can have this again. Not yet, actually. They can go over there. We want just another straight row of these guys first. Then we can put these guys back. Because we only... Like, we're already powering this row with this thing. And then when we extend out, we can connect to this power on the side. So that there might be a thing that we can just extend a couple of times. And... Yeah, so the top one also connects to here, so that's pretty nice. How many is that? 40. That is not nearly the number of exchanges I wanted to be able to fit in here. Okay, cool. Where is... This one's going to have to be here and here. But then that also... Yeah, because this one here is set right back. This one has to be here. Unless this one is here. Is that a thing that I like? Is this a thing that where the pumps will keep up? Like, can I do... Because if I've got 14 in this row, then maybe I can get away with something like this. And then where am I powering these from? Because all of these guys are... Oh, this one, these two are powered here. This one is the one that is not powered. Can I have... Oh, I can fit one more. Then I should figure out how I can do that, but I'm using both of the pumps out on that side, which is a shame, because I could have pumps out here. I could have it this wide if I wanted to. If that's good enough for one, is that going to be good enough for both of these? Maybe? So this is going to connect here. And then I guess we look for a pattern through here that makes me not unhappy with everything, except that this is... Yeah, okay, fine. These guys got to bump up by one tile, because somewhere I have to fit in. That one's already powered. This one... Yeah, because I need to power... I need to connect... Not necessarily these ones are fine, but the ones over here will need a connection like this as well. So I think this is going to be my fairly disastrous pattern that I'm not super happy with, but it's what we're going to do. Yeah, sure. How many? So we've got 42 there, and then another 26 on either side for a total of like 70. Can I get... I can't get things in there at all. That's just how big this grid is. But I should be able to grab... I need to grab all of this, but not the rail. Yeah, and then mirror that and put it here. That should all fit, and then we've got 94, which is actually... Really? Oh yeah, 26, double that, about 50, add another 40. Yeah, that's fine. So at this point, why don't you have steam? You have steam. You're not generating power because the burner generators are taking priority over the steam turbines. Really? That is a thing that I figured would not happen because it's kind of terrible. And I figured that... Yeah, okay. That is actually a huge pain. I was thinking that the steam turbines would end up taking priority over the burner generators, because that's the vastly more sensible thing to be doing. Okay, I guess that just means that... This also means that it's going to be super difficult to use this as a backup. Unless I have an accumulator or something like that, that's going to be a huge pain. I guess we just get rid of these guys. Yeah, because the other thing is, how much power am I using at the moment? 400 megawatts, but we're about to massively bump that. And this will get me out... Yeah, this will get me about 800 out if I build with 160... Oh wait, where is this guy going? I guess... How is that? Neither of this... So both of these ones are not getting steam. Okay. I dislike that more than some of the other things I've done this run, but it's probably fine. Oh, what's happening over here? Did I missed that one on that side as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So we've got a ton of steam. We need another train station. I don't think bots have train stations either, do they? Yeah, we need a train station there. Do we have... Did this... Where's the ceramics thing? The ceramics thing that had... it's going to look like this one. Yeah, so the ceramics one has a train already associated with the steam station. I just don't have... And am I short on... Yeah, so we're short on those. We've got quite a lot of steam in here. We've actually got... Yeah, so I'm expecting all of this to sort of normalize at being about 500 degrees, because these exchanges will pull anything else out more than 500 degrees. If there's more than 500 degrees in the heat pipe. So everything will kind of equilibrate at about 500 degrees. Then the rest of these things we want to throw in here, which is probably going to be, 163 fuel cells seems like it's quite a lot for a while. We also have to make sure that we're actually... Yes, we've got 162 from... Yeah, let's also just... So we've cut one of these, didn't we? We cut the closer of the power plants. But this one over here is still doing like 300 megawatts or something. So I think that... What manner do I want to cut this? I think I want to cut this and this. Yeah, having the petrochem take priority over the nuclear is a bit weird. This is, yeah, so I think that's all. It's not all done, is it? Because this side also needs some power poles here and here. So we're going to do that. This guy now has steam. Yeah, so these guys all... I don't actually all have this steam. Yeah, that's... Okay, so let's now see, because of rotational symmetry, how much of this we can cram in here, because it should be about the same. And bots should build all of that. We should get most of our power grid. We then want... This thing wants to not exist anymore, and all of this actually wants to be around the other way, because we need to just move this coal station to a different spot, and then all of this also needs to go away. Cool. Yeah, then I guess we can have... This thing can go back in here, which is supposed to fit, but doesn't because... Oh, this power pole. Okay, that's a decent reason. Yeah. I don't have undergrounds, and I took them off the hotbar. Cool, good plan. Then if this one just goes like in here, then yeah, then we'll get all these things out the way. There's supposed to be a train that... Yeah, I don't think we have a coal train at the moment. Or at least there's a coal train. It's not here, so it gave something coal. This station here probably isn't active yet, because there isn't enough stuff in those stations, but also that's whatever. Okay, so we need train stations. We need to handcraft a couple of train stations. We then need to make sure... Yeah, we've got a bunch of things that we all plugged in. Other way around. We've got a bunch of things that we had... That's a disaster, isn't it? It's going to be much, much safer and much less of a major risk to just go and drive somewhere on trains at this point in the life of the rail grid. Over here is kind of where we want to be. Yeah, we're going to handcraft a couple of stations. These guys are doing... How full are you? Because you've been there for a while. Oh, you're half full already? We will have a lot more work for you to do, so just get yourself a ton of storage space. Yeah. Okay, so we need some train stations. This guy automated pumps. This guy automated a lot of pumps, so that's nice. Do I have steel on me? I do not have steel on me. Steel is also just over here. Okay, so we're going to grab a bunch of steel and go, 12 more train stations. That's fine. I've got things in my inventory that I don't need. Okay. So, yeah, so we need to put this train station down. That's probably going to be the next thing. In fact, let's... Do I have enough trains to do all of this? I've got some number of... I've automated a lot of these carriages. Yeah, I don't think I need quite that many at this point. I'm going to need more locomotives, though, aren't I? Do you go back to locomotives? Is that the role you are continuing with in life? I think it might be. Let's have a lot of locomotives. Okay, so with these train stations, we should be able to get a lot of stuff more online. So let's first of all go and see this train over here, because this is the one with... That's the one with the... that needs the steam for the ceramics. This is all... Yeah, this is... I am not super keen on a plan that has these burner generators taking priority over... Oh no, now they're... I guess these are ones that aren't fueled or something. You know, they are still taking priority because the nuclear power is ticking down as the steam is rolling in. Okay, that is a shame. Maybe we do actually need more power. Um, that's probably enough for you for a while, isn't it? Okay, so this... Yeah, we want to go to this station over here, which doesn't exist yet, but needs to. And, oh, because I've got these. I didn't actually give the bots these. Okay, sure. Then, yeah, so how far is this coal station from? I guess it's all still, yeah, it's still transferring at the rate of half a belt. And I've got thousands of these things in here, so let's not do that. And then this belt here can just be... that one needs to be different as well. Okay, so that should transfer that a bit faster, which is a thing that we're happy with. This is going to be enable train limit 1, have steam. And we're going to train supply us nuclear-powered steam, which is cool. Apply change. This thing needs to be... Yeah, we do actually want to tie this thing to the tank as well, and have this only run if steam is less than... sorry, greater than, but greater than what? Let's say greater than 20,000, because I don't want to prioritize this over the power grid. But then we want to figure out where that is. Have iron, have ceramics, have steam. To please steam. Where's all the way down the bottom, I guess. There we go. And then, I don't know if I'm fueling this from either place. Are we now... Yeah, we're now into just straight up, I have no more ticks to get, other than the Coverix, which is behind the beacon stuff. So yeah, I'm just in a place of needing to implement new sciences now, but I think we have... Why did the last train not get any steam? Okay, that's a... You should have got steam from this tank. I do not know why. Oh, I guess it was stationary here, and this train... Yeah, because it was set back a little bit. The last train didn't get any steam. Oh well. Yeah, this is not doing everything that I hoped it would. Where are we? We want to check this thing. And now we have ceramics. And this ceramic station is not active yet, but we'll be getting ceramics soon. Yeah, so how many of... Oh yeah, then these guys kind of need to... Oh, interesting. All of this is awful because of how... Because of something about the copy and paste knowing exactly where the tanks fitted in the vertical versus horizontal version of the edge tile versus the middle tile. But that's all... Yeah, so I'm not completely concerned about using up this thorium fuel at a bad rate. Because these guys have still got enough steam, so these inserters are off, right? Yeah, and then this temperature is still going down for as long as these guys are generating steam. And all of these dudes do seem to be generating full rate of steam, which is good. Like looking at the bottom bit that says generating steam 103 out of 103, so that's all nice. These guys, yeah. Oh, you guys, yeah, this is a thing that I was wondering about. There's a lag time. Yeah, these guys got multiple stacks of fuel. And so a thing... Yeah, I think there's several issues here, which I'm probably going to ignore because I've got like enough steam anyway, is that these things are set to inserter capacity limit 1. However, if there's an amount of steam in these tanks that's kind of around the threshold, and then they put some of it on a train, it can take a while for the rest of this system to build up all the steam that it needs to trip these inserters to not put any more fuel in, and they can still swing in and put in multiple items of fuel. But also, I've got a ton, and it's going to be fine, and it's, yeah, whatever. Okay, next things to do, so that ceramics is online. Let's go and get the blue chips online, which is, yeah, blue chips is down here somewhere. Yeah, we've got... How clean is our power grid at the moment? So a chunk of it is still happening with... Yeah, so we're doing some of it with nuclear power. Nuclear power is only picking up what the burner generators are not, which is a bit of a shame. Can we cut even... So that one is fully cut. Can we cut a bit more out of this? Can we get rid of, say, this one? And then this extra section of load we will... I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to use the nuclear power as... Yeah, as a way of... Yeah, using the nuclear power for the bulk of it, and then using the petrochem as another kind of backup. This train station here needed to be here, because this needs to be... Yeah, requesting... This is not what that station needs to be called. It needs to be called requesting acid. Do I have any other random train station names that I wasn't expecting? There's a couple that aren't actually doing anything. I wonder where they are. And should they be... Yeah, where are these other random train stations? And... Okay, so that one's not doing anything yet, so that's fine. All of these guys are turned off because they're kind of happy. Oh, with the exception of the red chips, because it doesn't have enough stuff. Can you get... In fact, you're probably... Yeah, this is the one with the blue chips is, in fact, the closest red chip station, so that's fine. Yeah, still need more red chips. Then where is... This one here is also a train station. I haven't figured out what I'm doing with yet. Okay, so fine. Those two train stations are things that I'm not overly concerned with. This train station here, I don't think... This is limited to... Yeah, sure. Somewhere I have a rich water train. It's this rich water train. And we don't actually have a lot, because we're still... Yeah, we're still backed up on crystals. I need to do something with those crystals, but never mind. Have rich water. Where... Yeah. One of those, and... Have... Really, are you not... Oh, you're also... Okay, sure. Things that are good to sort out, I guess. Rich water, yep. Okay, now we're train station number 1. This to... Yeah, the station we've just created. Empty and full. Go and do that thing. I can't tell how much fuel you have, but... Oh, no, you've got a pile... Oh, no, wait, you're fine for fuel. We automated this fuel station. Things that are good to do. Okay, so... That will go there, but then not power both those things. And yeah, so we've got kind of a copper supply here. We've got this red chips supply here. This is going to turn a lot of red chips into blue chips. So this train, because this station here, I mean, it has its ceramics now, and we are on nuclear power, so we could beacon or even prod mod this better. Do I have prod mods? I have some prod mods. 6, 8, 10, yeah. This with... Yeah, I mean, let's actually check... Let's check the pollution and see if I'm happy about... Okay, so we've just taken the peak off it. We've taken about a third off. If this triangle here is the same as this triangle here, then there's this block here that we still have, because this is the rate of the burner generator. So, yeah, visually eyeballing integration, we've taken only about a third of the power generation off. But also, if we've done that, then any new power generation we add should be... you don't have acid? Oh, because this thing here needs acid. And I have exactly, I don't know how quite I ended up with both of those. So yeah, so these guys have got everything they need. Yeah, any more power usage we add should all get drawn from the steam turbines, because that's what has capacity. Like with these guys here just don't have fuel at the moment, so that's fine. And we added, how many of those did we add? That's not it. Down, all the way down here. 70 there, 90 here. That's about as many as I wanted. So we've got about another 800 megawatts to play with, which means we can add a bunch of new stuff. So these guys have got rich water. These guys are still waiting on these power poles. Okay, so these guys have now got all the acid they need for a while. This blue chip station is about to go. I think the thing I do need to do, though, is... yeah, I guess we're going to do this with an upgrade planner, because I haven't thought about whether 2 is the correct number that I need, but I did notice that, like, these beacons, beaconing these guys, that's fine. These guys also beaconed, crafting speed, that's fine. These guys, their crafting speed does not outpace the green chip's crafting speed. So what we're going to do is this thing again. Except I need to turn that around the other way. Cool. We're going to have the bots bring speed modules so that these assemblers so that these assemblers do a better job of... give me these back, because I don't think I have enough for the other side. Oh, wow. So upgrade planning a thing... interesting. Upgrade planning a thing and then taking out the modules that we're getting upgrade planned will cancel the upgrade plan. That is an interesting thing that I did not know. Okay. Yeah, so we kind of need those speed modules to turn up. And we also kind of need these power balls to turn up. Okay, so what else did we want to do today? I think we've got... we don't actually have... oh, I guess I'm just not using it, and then this bonus ore is not a thing, and I guess I'm using more of that... yeah, I'm running this down. Oh, as the... okay, so we might also run into an issue where the red chips are low on green chips, because I don't have the extra ore that I need. Okay, so that's also a thing that might have been an issue. So let's go back to the main base and turn off these train station names. And main base is all the way back over here. Yeah, actually here, down here is where we want to be, because we've got to figure out how to use... yeah, we need to figure out how to use these crystals so that this continues to run, so that we get more titanium and we get more rich water, but also this offshoot ore is also how we're making red chips at the moment. So I think we probably need another red chips process as well, and maybe another green chips process. Getting the module upgrades would also be a thing that I'd really like to be able to do. But yeah, getting blue chips at least doing a thing will be nice. These guys... give me one of these, because then I can replace the rest of these things in a much better way than bots. Then all these guys, yeah, we don't want that. Probably what we want, given that we're only poking... yeah, we're only going to have half... yeah, we're only ever going to have half a belt of crystals in here anyway, so let's find one of those awful train stations that... actually, the beacons will have one of these, won't they? Yeah, one of these things. Doesn't even need to be fast inserters, it's going to be normal inserters. In fact, it's going to be this entire thing here, isn't it? Except that... yeah, that's I guess why... oh, but this is also the train fuel that doesn't work, isn't it? This is the fancy energized diesel train fuel that doesn't even work with the kind of trains we've got. So that's fine. Yeah, so this can go here. Then this wants to be requesting crystals. Yeah. This guy wants to exist. This guy wants to tie to this thing. All of these guys just want to be normal inserters. Probably, I reckon I can get away with normal inserters here, so we will. So this is going to be half a belt of crystals, and we need to get these into the main base somewhere over here. So I guess we just run these also by the red chips, because they're going to kind of the same place the red chips are. Except remember how it never quite worked like that, because we can't actually fit all of... Yeah, we can't actually fit all of the things we need to in yeah, this line here is about the only line per station where things will actually fit out. Okay, don't get hit by a train, run over here. Researching techs we don't need, which is always great. This also only just fits, which, you know, fine. And then this line here, how do I get... I was unpacking the crystals on the top side of this belt, wasn't I? I was. So it's not quite in the right... Do I want to... You know what? Let's do a thing where I don't think I need any of those. Which mostly I wanted to be able to reorganize this slightly, so that I could have more long-handed inserters. Automated. That's that done. Okay, so we've... Are we at least making blue chips now? Show me blue chips being made. Oh, I think that's all the tech we've got now, isn't it? Yeah, that's all the tech we're going to need for a while. I mean, I don't see us using a whole lot of follower robots. Yeah, we just gotta get more. We just gotta get more techs online at this point. But at this point, we also just have got more techs online. Oh, some of these. Okay, so some of these, this mostly worked, except some of these undergrounds are the wrong way around. But we are at least making blue chips, which is nice. I think I'm also going to turn, yeah, let's wander over there. That's going to be the next thing. Yeah. So we're going to have blue chips. Then we're going to do module upgrades. Module upgrades going to be the next thing, because we've got this node... Here, yes. And so one of these guys wants to request blue chips, but I think the thing... Yeah, this one. I don't think I need 4 wagons worth of blue chips at this point in the history of the game. I probably will later, but I think we're just going to go back to trains with 2 wagons for blue chips, because that's also going to make this interchange here a whole lot less ugly, because if the train station for blue chips is... Well, the train station for blue chips has to be over here, doesn't it? It has to be that one, because that's the only one that fits. So we're going to have some blue chips. This is... I mean, this is pretty exciting. These are one of the big intermediates that we do need a lot of. That's set up properly, yes. The only problem being... I kind of wanted to do this a lot earlier, and kind of haven't got around to... Yeah, how are we going to... As if this one isn't here. Actually, I can just take all of those, and then the bots can just take all of this back. Yeah, and then we can just go... Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to go one of these guys here. Wagon. Some of these blue chips in different places, and then these belts, quite crucially, need to be pointing in the correct direction instead of the wrong direction. And then these guys also have... These guys have all of their speed modules now. Oh yeah, because I was going to... Maybe this is a good check. Maybe we can see whether or not these things... Because these guys are getting through the copper now, which is nice. Are these so even with 2 speed modules, these chests are not staying full. And then without the 2-speed modules, yeah, these guys, crafting speed 1, crafting speed 1.6, yeah. And then we might actually be gold limited. That would also be pretty exciting. How am I getting fuel in here for these? I don't think I am. Do I have... You can have this fuel. Okay. Because... Do I have other modules? I don't really have other modules. Okay. I guess we do this the other way, which is we copy... And this is going to make the blue chips a little bit unhappy for a while, but we do also have these boxes. We're just going to Alt-D all of those guys, and then put in some versions with the modules we want. And these guys will be shut down for a while, but also I don't have the coils in the boxes anymore because I just use them, but it's fine. We're still making blue chips now. We're making a bunch of blue chips. You've got a couple hundred blue chips each. These boxes are not limited. I guess I don't really mind about that at this point because we're by construction getting so much of this anyway. Have blue chips to wanting blue chips. Do I even want to... I mean, do I even want to put 4,000 blue chips on this train? I suspect I don't yet. Well, let's limit both of those, which is definitely limit we'll get rid of later. Full to empty, because I'm pretty sure there's already a station that is requesting blue chips. And we're going to do some module upgrades. Yeah, getting these guys their module upgrades will be a big deal. Getting the yellow science that we're about to do and the purple science, their module upgrades will be a big deal. Yeah, that was me getting out and getting hit by a train. Always happens. Managed to not die, which is cool. These... Yeah, I have another power connection up the other side. That's fine. Okay, so let's figure out where these things are going, because we can now be making modules here and be doing module upgrade stuff, which is nice. Because I don't... Yeah, we've got most of the things we need to build module. What am I putting where? Because this is going to give me a lot of module upgrade stuff. I think yeah, because of the way these beacons work, I think the thing I want most of first, and I'm still low on ceramics. Is this ceramic station doing everything that it should? No, because it doesn't have enough steam. Because I just put that reactor in. Are you not? Interesting. Why? Okay, I thought that I'd lined that up better. Ah, okay, no, yeah, that's going to be mildly annoying. Maybe also, instead of that, we just get rid of that guy. And then we can set this guy back to... Yeah, so we're going to get 3 carriages worth of steam, which is a thing that's going to feel bad, but also the tanks on the receiving side are just going to share all of those anyway. These guys still aren't connected up, but we need to put some more stuff in there anyway, whatever. Okay, module upgrades. We want some module upgrades. Yeah, the point was, because of those beacons, I think we're going to need more prod mods than anything else. Because speed mods we're going to need for rocket control stuff, which is fine. And then also... Yeah, we're going to need... here's where the blue chips train gets fuel. That's nice. What is this requesting for? I don't know yet. It's probably fine. Yeah, because I need, because we're going to have more builds that look like this, and I don't need speed mods for these things, because speed mods are in the beacon control, which means I think I'm going to need a lot of prod mod 3s. Do I have prod mod 3s? Basic circuits, I knew that. Module cores, which I'm now making, more module cores, 60-second craft, 30-second craft. Yeah, so I reckon I can do... Let's just go and automate module 3s. So, if module 3s are getting automated over here, in fact, this belt here still needs to go back this way, doesn't it? Because I can't go there. Guess it goes here. Because them's my red chips, and I need the red chips to be making modules at all. Here's some blue chips, which I guess we're just going to have not go that way, because that's already also kind of in the way of the train station, so I guess it's going to have to go over here. Sure, we'll just commit to making the spaghetti worse at some other point. Can I... Like, if this is... Because these guys are kind of already in the right space for that, and now I've got blue and green chips. And can I just go... It looks like I might be able to. How many is that? 9? Yeah, we're just going to make some more prod mods here. We also have prod mods in the purple science, but we're going to do this as well. And then... Yeah, we're going to need both of these kind, because, you know, that's how that works. And then the idea is, and this might be spaghetti I regret later, because we are going to want to... Actually, I don't think we're going to need to upgrade as many other things as we will prod mods, for exactly the same reasons as we just talked about. So I suspect that by the time we are upgrading all the other things, we will be in the space of being able to lodge about that stuff around. So maybe this is just a bunch of prod mods. And these are... Yeah, these are 4 to 1. Are these 4 to 1 with module... No, these are 2 to 1 with module 2s, and then those are also 2 to 1 with module 3s. So we've got 10 here, so we want like 5 or maybe 6 on module 2s, yeah. So this belt here is going to have... You know what? We're going to do something nasty. So this belt here will now be all the things. This will have module cores and red chips. This one will have blue chips and prod mod 1s, which means we can do something nasty where we just go like this and have these ones be 3s and these ones be 2s, and same kind of thing here. I do want a recycling scheme somewhere. Like being able to turn the prod mod. Maybe maybe the recycling scheme also goes back over here. Because I do want to be able to turn prod mod 1s back into... Yeah, I do want to be able to turn prod mod 1s back into other upgradable parts when we get old prod mods back out of the builds, having upgraded these things. Is this how... If I've got blue chips here... I'm trying to figure out if there's a more concise pattern that I can use for this. Maybe something like... This one was here and this one was adjacent to it. But then I still need... this belt. Yeah, let's do that anyway. It might end up better, it might end up worse. Let's go... Let's put it one further back so that we can use the double long-headed inserter thing. And put that there, and then have this one make 3s. And then... Yeah, so we're going to have this kind of nonsense here. This one gets to go this way. And then the other question is, how am I getting blue chips in? Maybe what we do... What are the blue chips on the top or the bottom? The blue chips are on the bottom. So maybe we just move all of this... let's put it there and then deal with exactly what happens later. But if we do this kind of thing... then that's actually not what we want. Is that we do want to do it this way, because we only want the blue chips coming out. Yeah, sure. Let's try that's kind of the numbers that I talked about doing, wasn't it? Yeah, so we're going to have blue chips on both of these. We're going to have blue chips turning up over here, which is cool. We're going to be making ProdMod 2s and then also putting ProdMod 2s directly into ProdMod 3s. Do we do anything with ProdMod 2s is the question. Do we do anything with ProdMod 2s other than we make ProdMod 3s and we make another kind of module that I'm not thinking about yet because stuff. So I don't think I need those at all, which is nice. So I guess we just go, let's run that one a bit further. And then we can have this one here on the inside, and then we can do 2 in and 1 out, and we can do that. And now this is going to be, yeah, we've automated ProdMod 3s, he says aggressively in a manner that I don't actually have any ProdMod 3s coming out yet at all. But we want... That's not... that one does, yeah, that one doesn't need to go there. So we can actually have this one going something like that. Put these in a box. That one's going to be powered there. I'd like them to be connected there as well. Is this going to make it difficult to module upgraded speed modules and things like that later? Yes, maybe. Is this going to make it difficult to expand these if I ever need to? Probably also maybe. I mean, this is actually pretty beaconable. I could beacon in here. I didn't actually do the double long-handed, so I can't easily beacon these ones. Let's actually go and change that. Let's just go get rid of all of this. Yeah, we'll just move this all around. Stuff will be in storage. It'll be fine. Put these ProdMods back in here. We're gonna have ProdMods in other storage boxes as well. Oh well. And we can just have this stuff in here. And now, especially if we do this kind of thing, that will end up super beaconable if we ever need it to be, which is nice. And yeah, I think we're actually, this is a great time, given that I'm not doing any science, to go and rebuild the labs, because we want to do that with beacons as well, now that we are going to imminently have ProdMod 3. Do I have any train fuel? I have this train fuel. We can have these fancy new crystals. So I think the last thing we're going to do this episode is rearrange... I mean, we should really be... Yeah, we're not actually doing any science yet. And I should really be moving towards yellow science. So maybe instead of that, maybe the thing is I think I wanted a block of engines somewhere. I wanted to be making a block of engines on a grid. Why doesn't my... I thought I solved... Yeah, where is this train? Yeah, okay. So this is going to be one of the failure modes where, because the stuff is mixed, it's possible for each of these inserters to not pick up the right item, and for the train to be nearly full with no stacks left, but not completely full. So that's going to be a thing we're going to have to manage for a while. Yeah, I think I want a station that makes engines, because I need engines for quite a few different things, and I think that'd be good to build on a grid. Like, I need it for blue science, I need it for a variety of train stuff, and then some of the 248K mod things. I need it for building upgrades, I need it for yellow science. So I think a place we're going to go and put engines on the grid. Like, what do I need? What do I need for engines? Engines I need... It's pretty... Yeah, all these fluid barrels I've not moused over yet. Yeah, iron, steel, and composite. Which could just be 4 train stations, couldn't it? Like, I could even put it over... I can put it in, like, over here or here? Let's put train stations over here. Train stations? Let's put train stations for engines over there. We'll go over here. Why? I guess I'm facing the wrong way. Cool. Yeah, because I think the engines build is going to be pretty straightforward once we get around to it, because engines don't need a lot of throughput. Like the process to make engines is pretty slow. So I think we worry a bit about built throughput, but it's going to be pretty easy to, yeah, realize I don't have any assembler 3s with modules in them. So let's quickly find, bring me a copy of this. Where are we supposed to be? Yeah, here's where we're going to be making these engines. So bots can bring me some assembler 3s with modules, and then, like, how much space do I need? Yeah, this thing here. Hopefully I can get... No, because... Okay, let's do this again. This is not the first time we've mucked around with this. Then there were two here, weren't there? And then this would fit in here, and there's still space for... Oh, the train station is here. The train station is on the other side. Yeah, okay, so train stations. We're going to need one for iron. This is... Okay, so the disadvantage of doing it in one of these side things is I don't want train stations on the top or bottom, which means I don't actually have 4 adjacent train stations on all of these. So maybe I do it... Yeah, I don't really want to do it in the middle. We're going to do it over here anyway. And we'll just put like the outputs on the other side or something like that. Okay. Ceramic composite. I have a train station for... Where am I? Over here? Yeah, but it's on the other... Yeah, it's on the other side to all this kind of stuff. Oh, well. So this here will be a ceramic composite train station? Sure. Then these guys, and then also let's find that station again. That is a request station. I want yeah, that's the wrong station. I want this station here. Request composites, train is on its way, that is fine. Then, yeah, you guys need to bring me the modules as well. Then I need a steel request, of which I also don't have one over here. Why are you not going back to... Do you not have... Yeah, playing Factorio from map view. Do you not have enough crystals? That would have properly unblocked all of this, I guess. Ah, no, I know what your problem is. Outputs to you are... Yeah, you are not actually disabling properly. Crystals less than, I don't know, 1,000. Haven't really thought about that. It's fine. Okay, so you go back here. We've just transferred a lot of crystals to the main base, which is fine because we wanted to unblock that anyway. It's fine. Okay, steel. Steel is also over here. Grab this thing again. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is... actually, I only need some of these to be engines. I only need some of those to get modules, because then I can blueprint everything else. We're going to have engines. We're going to do... Are we going to do... Yeah, we'll do a double-handed input plan, because that means we can beacon things later, which we're probably beaconing things anyway. I think we're going to do something like this. Because this means that I can have a full belt of input here, because I have noticed that, yeah, this recipe needs a lot of composite. So composite is going to be one of the things we're going to pull out and put a whole belt of composite in, even if we've got... In fact, it's probably going to be whole belt of composite, whole belt of pipe, split pipe of gears and steel, because that's the way that balances that better. And then, yeah, so we need an iron request station, which I have at the beacons over here. This actually isn't the train station. I think this is going to be one of the things that we kind of... A lot of the plumbing I will also do between episodes, because I'm not sure it's going to be super useful. Let's check on our module upgrades. I want to see module upgrades happening. And we have... I've also not limited this at all, have I? I have not limited this at all. And I also don't have the red chips, which is hopefully a thing that we're kind of working on. Yeah, sure, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, so we want... Can these all go in the same direction? I guess they can. Yeah, because if I also use belts here instead of undergrounds, then... Actually, they're going to be... I mean, the yellow belt of the stuff is still going to be way more than I need, isn't it? Which is cool, because it means that then we can just do a bunch of underground stuff and still have yellow belts and still have a lot of stuff out. Because with this, it means we can do... I probably should have... Yeah, changing my mind about what I need on the hotbar, that's fine. Beacons. Beacons... Here was the good place for beacons, wasn't it? Because this lets me get a lot of things, beacons on a lot of things. Yeah, if we do that, I think that's going to be a good engines plan. We're going to have no path. Oh, because all of your exits are messed up. Because actually, we can fix this one. I think this is going to be the last thing we do this episode, because we are. Yeah, we can have this one here, and then instead of there, we can go here, and then we can go... It's not quite going to work, is it? But if we do this, that's also not quite going to work. Because we need these guys out of the way. Because... Oh no, this is going to be fine. Yeah, so that now this guy's connected again. The issue continues to be that this pump jack can't move. This rail section will never properly exist because this pump jack is kind of in the way. So let's just get rid of all of that. But it's fine because we can still get through that way. Good bases, lots of alternate paths. Yeah, I think we're going to leave it here. I think we will... Actually, how many of these do I need? No power. Fine. Yeah. How many of these have I got at the moment? I've currently got 27. The ones we're beaconing will go faster. I've got a train out of fuel, which is not super surprising. Oh, it is in fact the steam train. That could also be impacting the manner in which red chips are getting their circuits, so that's cool. Although that was at except these guys are, yeah, okay, so I'm fine for ceramics now, so that's nice. The power grid is assembling machine 3. Steam turbines are doing more work, burner generators are doing a lot less work, solar is still kicking it over. Yeah, we're gonna have... How many of these things do I want? Because part of the reason for having things set up like this is... Yeah, if I can have these in the same pattern. So this one is... Other way around, actually. This one here is the output belt, and this one here is the input belt, which means then we can do... Mirror it that way, yeah. And then we can just, like, do a bunch of the stuff again. I don't know how many of these I want, but actually I can have more of these in here. Yeah, we're gonna be able to module these pretty hard. We'll make... Yeah, I'll patch together some of these other train stations. We'll get some of the stuff in, and this is almost certainly actually more beacons than I want at the moment. I don't think I can have... Oh, max supported beacons. Total beacons 108. Cool, so I actually need to... does that... Okay, so maybe I'm not beaconing these at all yet, because this will at least get... Yes, if I get rid of all of these things, I'm down to the maximum number of beacons I had. Beacon development is kind of a thing I wanted to do soon anyway, because I'm approaching this 100 beacons thing Also, there's other beacon techs that I can get online. That's not the wrong button. Yeah, so there's this stuff. Do I even want it there? Let's put it... which one of these is the iron? This one is the iron. So there's going to be pipes and cogs over here, and then I guess we can have... I'm only even going to have half a lane of steel, aren't I? We can do something like that. Is that in a place that I like? I don't think that's in a place that I like. Let's have it... here? Sure, yeah. We'll have bots build that. I'll patch the steel in. We'll give it some stations. I'll patch this iron in. We'll make some cogs and pipes. That's not going to be super interesting. We'll come back when we're making a bunch of engines and maybe think about yellow tech. Maybe think about putting some beacon tech together. All of these things could be pretty interesting. Yeah, good times. Some amount of stuff got done.